Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm here in my old hood right now in the Thistletown neighborhood. Oh, there's a barber shop there. Yeah, I know. If I had still lived here and I needed to get a haircut, I could go to that barber shop right there. Anyhow, so I'm basically gonna do a walking video around the neighborhood just like I did in the summer, except you know, it's just going to be a video of me walking through the side streets, and it's quite hot out. The temperature right now is 27 degrees centigrade. Oh, this family has a trampoline here. Very nice. And you know what? I'm going to go this way. I kind of want to like wander around, like meander around here, but like, you know, walk around the side streets, the ones that I didn't walk through in the summer. Okay, this guy's riding his bike on the sidewalk. I mean, okay, I feel more comfortable riding my bike on side streets than you know, in traffic. But I don't understand why he has to ride his bike on the sidewalk on a side street. But anyhow, yeah, so since I didn't walk through this, since I've already walked through these two streets, like last summer, I'm not going to do it today in this video. Here, I'm going to get back on the sidewalk. Oh, there's a cherry blossom here. I think that might be a black locust tree. There's a Dairy Queen on Islington Avenue, just pretty much on the corner of Islington and Albion, but I think it's just a little bit south of Albion Road. I just got myself a misty slush, what they call it. I don't know, I feel like I'm feeling a little bit better now because I had a bit of a sore throat today, and sometimes it says on the internet that a cold treat can help soothe a sore throat. Well, we'll see about that. I mean, it said that particularly ice cream can help soothe a sore throat, but I didn't get myself a blizzard because I already had a Starbucks Frappuccino earlier today, and I don't like to mix Starbucks Frappuccinos in with ice cream. Like, I don't like to have a Starbucks Frappuccino and then the same day go to Dairy Queen and get a blizzard, or go to Baskin Robbins and get a cone, because I don't think it's advisable. It's too much sugar. So I try to cut down on that. I mean, it doesn't really hurt, but to mix Starbucks Frappuccinos in with another cold treat like ice cream or even a misty slush, it's just too much sugar. But I know I've done it before, but I don't really like doing it. I kind of had to because I had a sore throat, and also I was feeling dehydrated too, so I don't want to be filming a video and doing a narration if I'm feeling dehydrated, because when you feel dehydrated and you have a sore throat, talking can be painful. By the way, I think allergy season peaks around this time of year. I think the reason why I wasn't feeling too great is because of allergy season. By the way, the time is, I don't know the time, but I think it's just after 6 p.m. So I'm basically, right now it's evening time, and it's Friday, May the 12th, the day when allergy season tends to peak. I was actually gonna come up here earlier this afternoon, but something came up with me that I had to attend to, so I couldn't. But anyways, let's take another look at my old house here. I know I already showed it off back in the summer, but I don't think it'll hurt if I show it off again. Okay, I think I see somebody on the porch. But this is it right here. What's the point? You guys have already seen it last summer. And I mean, even if you didn't watch the video from last summer, you can always like scroll down. I think I titled the video visiting my old house, and then followed by walk through Thistletown neighborhood, something like that. I don't remember word for word what I called the title, but it's basically me showing off the old house. It still wasn't that much of a success because everybody was out on their lawns. It was very, very bad timing because I know I came here like a month later in August and there was nobody out. But when I came here to film a walking video, you know, I come here and everybody's out on their lawns and it makes me uncomfortable. And especially if this guy is sitting on his porch. Now, obviously he lives there, but you know, I didn't realize, okay? Not you guys. I was talking to this guy who was just honking at me. I don't like to be honked at. I mean, okay, I was crossing the street, but the thing is, I have earbuds on. Maybe I just forgot to look both ways. I should probably do that from now on, but this guy seems pretty pissed. I don't like when cars honk at pedestrians. I don't drive. The only time when a person should honk at me is if I'm driving, and I don't drive. I'm autistic. I'm an autistic people don't like to get honked at it. It scares the crap out of me, not to mention it's annoying. However, even though I can't show off the entirety of the old house, I can actually show you the back of it. Although, at least I hope this is the one. This doesn't look like it. Okay, this is it right here. I know you guys can't see it very well, but you see that window, that black window that you see over there? That's my parents' room. That's where my parents' room is. Then, as you can see, there's another black window over there, and that's where the office was. So basically, it would be my dad's office. And of course, my two brothers lived with me back then. Now, back in the 19th century, if you go back to 1833, a Scottish person, although I think he's Scottish, but his name is John Grubb, and he resided here in 1933. And this town was actually named after William Thistle, which is this neighborhood. Thistletown was named after William Thistle. And William Thistle was John Grubb's local doctor. Because he had a doctor who lived around here somewhere. Wow. See, when you're in this neighborhood, that's the sound you're gonna hear. You're gonna see airplanes all the time. I don't know if I'm getting sick or something, but I still have a bit of a sore throat. Sometimes it's because of allergy season, and it hurts every time you talk. So it could be allergy season. That's actually when it peaks, because when you get into late May, it's not as bad. What's this dog barking at me? Okay, so now we're on Barkwin Drive, but there's another I think this is a Crescent Street over there. If we just cross, and I'll make sure I look both ways this time to avoid getting honked at. Okay, so Albion Gardens Park is just on the left. Now this here is Ladywood Drive. So I wonder what will happen if we go this way. I find this time of year the best time to visit here. Like, the best time to visit this hood is May. And I kind of like visiting here on May 12th for some reason. That particular date. Like, I know I did a pilgrimage in this neighborhood on May 12th, 2018. But that landed on a Saturday. But I think this time of year is the best time to come here. I do prefer to come here either in the morning or the afternoon rather than the evening. Because that way, it gives me a stronger bliss. I was here in November, but it didn't really give me as much of a bliss. It was a little depressing. Because, you know, November is a depressing month. But mind you, I came here on December 4th, 2021. And it did give me a bliss. It gave me just as much of a bliss as it would give me if I came here at this time of year. Oh, this car has a funny engine. I wonder what that's all about. Now this over there is Albion Gardens Park. And there's a tennis court down there. And there's actually a mini pathway that leads to the staircase where my old house is. I kind of want to film a nature compilation video there, but I don't know if I'll have time for that. This is a Catholic church here. No, it's not a Catholic church. It's a Presbyterian church. Now this here is Thistletown Boulevard. That's actually where the 119 bus terminates. Okay, so now we're on Thistletown Boulevard, and that's where the 119 bus is, which actually used to be a 96C, which is a former 96 branch, but then they turned it into 118, and that route is operated by Wilson Division. It used to be operated out of Arrow Road, and now it's Wilson. We've got a willow tree over there. Okay, so Thistletown Boulevard actually goes into here. So it's you know, but you know what, that event that came up with me earlier, it didn't impact my plans 100% to come here, but I can only, you know, but you see, today I was actually planning to hike towards the Weston and Shepherd area, and then maybe film a walking video along, well, in the Weston and Finch area. I think it might be, that might be the Humber Mead area, which sounds about right. But you know, I only have time to go for a walk along this neighborhood. Just do a walkie video in this neighborhood and then get on the bus and go home. So I am a little disappointed, but you know what? There's lots of time on the horizon. We can't always get what we want, can we? No, we can't. Okay, there's a Catholic school here. There's no crossing guard on duty, so I could cross the street as I please. All school crossings have to have crossing guard. I bet you this one does. It's just that they're not on duty. Okay, I'm not sure whether I want to continue on Thistletown Boulevard. I think I want to go on Bankfield Drive or Bankfield Road. I get the two mixed up. This is Bankfield Drive. Yeah, I'm familiar with certain streets along this neighborhood, like certainly Thistletown Boulevard, Bankfield Drive. Although I think Bankfield Drive is also continues past where the church is, because the name of the street actually sounds familiar. Or maybe it turns into Bankfield Road, who knows? Wow, that's the type of sound you hear in the spring. People cutting their grass. We've got a robin here. Although robins only tend to stay for like one season, then in the summertime they seem to go away. I think robins are more common in April and May. Okay, there's no way I'm going to be able to see the name of the airline because the plane is too high. But this is one of the neighborhoods where if a plane is coming or taken off, if a plane is landing or taken off, sometimes the plane is close enough where you can actually see the name of the airline, which is very neat. Okay, there's an airplane over there. I don't see the airline from here. Okay, now we're heading into Calstock Drive. I know there's a street around my old house called Ottawa Crescent. I think that might be the street that leads to like where my old house is, like Ottawa Crescent, like where the exit of the hiking trail is. Okay, so there's Buckthorn Place, but because it's the street has the word place in it, it basically has a dead end. So now I'm on Calstock Drive, and there's the back of the schoolyard here. I have a feeling it's a Catholic school. I'm gonna say this is by far my favorite neighborhood. Two reasons: nostalgia and nature. Because I feel like there's more nature here than there is where I currently live. And by the way, this is part of Ward 1. I find that Ward 1 is pretty big because it goes towards Hubbard College as well. But I'm going to say Ward 1 is my favorite ward in the city. Okay, so there's Alhart Drive. I can smell flowers from here. There's actually a garden center just down there that I used to go to. Like if you go down there, there's a farm there called Angus Farm. And Angus Farm is where I would go to like at least once a year. Normally around this time of year, like I went there once in 2017, 18, 19, 20, and 21. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. So basically that's 5 years in a row that I've been there, but I haven't been there last year or this year. I kind of am thinking of dropping into that garden center today, just after I end this video. Like, not that I'm going to buy anything from there, but, you know, just to see what it looks like. And I actually remember going to that garden center when I was living in the old house, when I was living in this neighborhood, because, wow, somebody... Oh, the sprinkler's going down in the drain? Oh my god, this dog is not even... That dog is not even supervised. Or maybe he is, I just don't see it. I don't think it's right for owners to let their dogs play on the front porch, like play out on their front yard, when there's a street right here. Like, I don't think it's right for dogs to be left on a front yard unsupervised. So as I was saying, I actually have some memories from... I have a few memories from when I was living in that house, when I was living in this neighborhood, where I would go to Angus Farm, and that's basically, like, I remember playing around. When I went there, I would play around on the cart. Like, they have garden carts there, and there was actually one time when there was me and then there was a boy. Like, there was a kid who was like playing with me, and we were kind of messing around. Like, him and I were both playing on the garden carts. So when I went there on May 13th, 2017, I thought to myself, hey, I remember that garden center. I remember going to a garden center when we lived here, and that must have been where we went. And it was. Only thing is, though, places are not always the same as we remembered it. Like, I was mostly 2 years old at the time, and when you go to the same place that you went to when you were 2, things do not look the same that you remembered when you were 2 years old, right? Like, that house that I lived in had a long utility room. I'm sure it's not as long as I remembered it. It's just that back when you're 2 years old, your brain kind of works differently. But it doesn't mean it's not the same place, because it is. My parents used to take my stroller for a walk all around the neighborhood. They'd probably actually take our stroller to, like, different side streets, like in the same neighborhood, but like across the street from Islington Avenue. Like, there was one time I remember it was a cloudy day and my parents were walking my stroller, and then all of a sudden we entered a side street that I've never been to before, but they were just, you know, taking me out for a walk. Then there was a one time where I remember my mom and I went for a walk around Thistletown Park. Like, I don't think we went into Thistletown Park, but like we went for a walk, like, you know, south of Albion Road. Like, I think we ended our destination on Islington Avenue. It was south of Albion Road, but then we'd like come back home. So like we go for a walk, do a loop just south of Albion Road along the side streets. And it was actually pretty cool. It was pretty fun that day. I feel like I was more adventurous back then than now, believe it or not. Because anytime I discover new paths, it used to be very, 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 very interesting for me. I always enjoy discovering something new. Okay, so now we're back on Bankfield Drive. Actually, I think Ottawa Crescent is the street that, like, yeah, it's basically the street, like, you come out of the ravine, and then basically there's that street where my house is, but it basically is the street that takes you to the street where my house is, Ottawa Crescent. Okay, we're almost there, actually. This is Angus Farm. And we've already lost the sidewalk. See Garden Center on the right. Although, when I went there on May 13th, 2017, I remember how bad my allergies were. And it's pretty awful. Oh wait, I can't drop into the Garden Center because it's closed. Okay, it's closed. I can't go in. Or actually, you know what? No, that's just the gate. No, I don't think that's the entrance. That's the gate. The entrance is just down here. But I don't see anybody in there. Actually, I actually do see somebody, but is it a customer or is it somebody who's just working there? Let's read the sign. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Yep. It's closed. They're open like year round. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Wow, yeah, they're open year round. I hope this guy's not chasing me. One of my brothers comes to this garden center like all the time, but I never ran into him there. But yeah, he goes there all the time. Okay, so now we're back on Albion Road. So yeah, after I end this video, I'm just gonna get on the bus and go back home. Only thing is though, I don't know how often that 73 bus runs, because that 73 bus is just going to take me right home, but it's not always a very good route because sometimes you have to wait forever for that bus to come. It's not like the 35 or the 935 where it just comes every 5 minutes. And that's actually the 73C branch that comes here. And unfortunately, I'm on the wrong side of the street, and there's no crosswalk. Well, actually, there is a crosswalk, but oh, never mind. There's a crosswalk right here. We can take the bus from here. Don't scare me like that. But yeah, there's a crosswalk, so that's a little bit of a relief. So I don't have to walk all the way down to the lights. Okay, I'm gonna cross the street now. It's making that chirping sound. Every time I hear that, the crosswalk sound making that chirping sound, like every time it makes the chirping sound, it makes me feel like the system is malfunctioning. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna wait for the bus. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned, everyone, and take care.